Vande Mataram children, I Mr. Basavaraj Nipani welcome you all to Sir Kalam Tutorial YouTube education channel. Dear children, as you all know, in my previous video class we have discussed about one of the important topics of political parties lesson, that is why do we need political parties, and we have also got to know what is the significance of political parties in democratic countries. In today's class, let us try to understand what is the meaning of political parties. What are political parties and what are the main functions of political parties can be discussed in today's class. So let us begin the class. A political party is a group of people who come together to contest elections and hold power in the government. So this is the definition of political party. Political party means what? A political party is nothing but it is a group of people. What we can see in a party, we can see number of people, group of people, and they all together come and contest the elections and hold the power in the government. So political party is a group of people. There will be a group, there will be an organization. In that organization there will be number of people and they all together come and contest the elections. I hope you all know about elections. Already we have discussed about elections, because democratic government is totally depending upon electoral competition. So here these kinds of organizations are group of people which can be called a political party come together and contest the elections. Contest the election means they participate in the election and they compete in the election and they win the majority to hold the power in the government. Hold the power means they win the majority and they run the government. They used to hold the power, they used to function the government, they used to administer the government. This is what we call as a political party. They agree on some policies and programs, and these people who are in group and come together and contest elections and hold the power, they agree upon some policies, some basic policies and also some basic programs for the society with a viewpoint to promote the collective good. They agree upon some policies, some basic policies and programs for the well-being of society to promote some collective good, to promote collective ideas, collective opinions. You got my point? Collective good in the sense they bring some policies and programs in favor of people. They collect the information, they collect the opinions from each and every single person who are involved in the parties, who are involved in the group, and they also think about the needs of the people and the betterment of the people, and they take some good policies and they also bring some good programs. So thence there can be different views on what is good for all, but at the same time it is very much important to consider that what is good for all the people, it is not easy to find out and it is not easy to understand, because each and every single person will be having different kinds of views, they will be having different kinds of interest. So it is not that easy to understand what is good for everyone. But here political parties do such works and they collect some opinions and they bring some collective opinions and they bring some collective policies and programs which can favor all the kind of people irrespective of their identities, irrespective of their communities, irrespective of religion, caste, gender, many other identities, irrespective of any kind of opinions and interest. They bring some collective policies which can favor all the kind of people. That is what main thing which will be done by the political party. So now let us go forward. Parties try to persuade people why their policies are better than others, and at the same time all the political parties try to persuade people, they try to make people understand why the policies brought by any political party is better than others. Here political parties, in the sense there will be no single party, there will be many parties who will be trying to hold the power in the government, but people elect only one single party as the majority party. Only one party can hold the government, or two parties or three parties that can hold the government. How two parties, how three parties or more than three parties hold the government, that can be discussed in the next topic. So here any one political party try to hold the power in the government, But when a political party try to hold the power in the government, when the party try to win the majority in the elections, they have to convince the people, and people have to cast their votes for that political party only. In this regard, political parties need to win the heart of the people by bringing some good policies and by bringing some manifestos. They have to consider and they have to take into consideration of the opinions and the interest of the people, and they have to convince them. In this way, they try to convince their policies better than others. They seek to implement these policies by winning popular support through elections. And by bringing all such policies and programs and manifestos, they try to win the heart of the people, and they try to seek the support of people during the elections, and they make people to cast their votes for their political parties. Thus, parties reflect fundamental political divisions in a society. So, in this sense, we can understand that political parties are nothing but they are fundamental political divisions in the society. So, each and every single political party represent a community, different community in the society, and they also create political divisions in the society. Political divisions in the society means there are many number of people who support one political party, that becomes that political division. If another group of people support another party, that becomes another political division. In this way, political parties creates political divisions in the society. Parties are about a part of the society. They are the part and parcel of the society, involve partisanship. So here political parties are not only group of people, there are n number of people who support these political parties. So we can see only few number of people in political party, but more than that, above all that, there are n number of people in the society who support these all political parties. That is what we can call as partisanship. Thus, a party is known by which part it stands for. So, for example, political party is there. For example, X is a political party which supports some undermined people. Those all undermined people, poor people, backward people becomes the active members or the supporters of that political party. So it totally depends upon the support and the programs of the political party whom they are going to support and whom they are going to stand by. On that basis, people support the political party. At the same time, which policies it support and whose interest it upholds. So if a political party has to win the heart of the people, here what are the ideologies of the political party, what are the policies of the political party, what are the different programs of that political party, and which community that political party is going to support, which community is going to be considered by that political party particularly, depends upon the support of the people, and whose interest and whose policies are going to be upheld by the political party whom they are going to support in a society is also be considered by the people. And a political party has three components. So basically, each and every single political will be having three important components, that is the leader. So in each and every single political party we can see a leader. For example, there is BJP now, there is a leader who is called the Prime Minister of the country, that is Narendra Modi. And if you take the example of Congress, Congress is also a political party, there is a leader, that is Rahul Gandhi. And there are many other leaders in both the parties. So means in this way, political party has to contain many components. There are three important components which we can see here. First one is leader or leaders, and the active members. Next one is active members, means the members of the political party. All the people who are in political party are not leaders, but they are the members of political party, and the followers. And here followers means these are common citizens. Supporters means common citizens. So these are the three important components of political party: the leaders, the active members, and the followers. And what are the various functions of political party? That can be discussed in my next video class. Till then, take care. Goodbye.